e-gaming bets. Online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quest for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Starladder I-League Star Series Season 2. Right on schedule, we will be going into, I think, the knife round. I hope it's a knife round. And, of course, joining me once again, back with a vengeance, is Just Harry GG, better known as, well, Just Harry.
Yeah, how are we all doing? Sorry, I don't know what just happened. I had like a Facebook call come through as you introed me and it muted everything. That was horrible. A little bit of unprofessionalism there. But, you know, we've had a crazy start to the day. We just had Nuke go down, and what a complete and utter mess that was. We did see DarkPassage pick it up 16 to 13, I think, or maybe 12. I don't know.
I think you're right. I think it was 13.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was. I had hope. But yeah, so now we're going to be moving into Inferno. I did say that I think this was the first ever pro game on Inferno since it got brought in, but I'm going to have to redact that statement and make some changes. It's the first ever EU pro game on Inferno. It actually has already happened over in Australia, for those of you who don't speak Aussie. And yeah, I mean, they've already played it. That was between Immunity and I always forget the other team's name, like SFG or something like that. I don't know if you guys follow SYF. That's the one. I don't know how well you guys follow the Aussie scene, but we're going to be seeing the first EU game going head-to-head now. Pride versus ex-DarkPassage. We're already seeing Pride starting over on the CT side, ex-DarkPassage on the T side. Tom, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, we're going to go straight into that pistol round, and the classic strategy, so named by the Russians of Rushby, and, well, I was going to say don't stop, but they stopped, so this is unfortunate. Either way, they're going to throw the smoke in, the one nade that they have, along with the flash, and it's going to be that quick push over onto the B side. One man sat at the back. I've got the HP off again, but nobody noticed. Luz will get 2 kills, 3 kills, just doing damage at the moment. He's still alive and kicking over towards the church.
Yeah, Mini now. He's got to try and come up big here to find one. And he's got himself a second in a row. That's 3 frags for him. He's on the baby a triple. He wants to try and make it to 4. Mini's just going ham at the minute. He doesn't want to allow DarkPassage to lose his pistol, especially on the T side. They're both going to be pushing in towards church. I think they want to try and wrap through CT over towards A, because both of these Pride players for CT side trying to push up Banana now. They have been able to make their way on through over towards Barbecue, and of course, it has given them a lot of control. They now completely cut off ex-DarkPassage. They're trapped inside the church, and there's no praying going on inside of here, lads. It's only bullets, and they come raining on through. Why did they push in? Oh, Mini's going to be on 4. Woxic's able to get 1, and that'll be ex-DarkPassage picking up the pistol on the T side.
What a turnaround. Mini stepping up huge. And, well, what Luz did at the beginning of the round is all but forgotten. They don't manage to pull this one off. Good start for DarkPassage. I am looking forward to seeing how this map actually balances out, because obviously it was very CT-sided before, very easy to just smoke off a lot of positions, but...
Tom, look at Calix's pistol choice just quickly, so you can evaluate how seriously they're playing this.
The Julies.
The dual Berettas.
Love
the
it.
Big Boy Bonanza, as they're also known. And well, here's Reet's up close and personal showing that actually it's a CZ is the power hour weapon. Mini wants to try and peek out mid. There are 2 players here. No, that pop flash was amazing. That's going to allow him to find that frag. No Exis putting it down to 2-1-4. Luz has rotated around from B. They load all their eggs into one basket. You know what they say? Don't count your chickens before they hatch. I'm just going to try and use as many egg/chicken puns, not even puns, sayings as I can. It's all on Luz on the site. Up close and personal. Mini going to find another 3 kills, sorry. That's going to put him 7-0 in the first 2 rounds. Mini is going in swinging right now.
Yeah, brilliant start. And that's exactly what they needed to just get themselves rolling, of course. Ended that map in some interesting fashion. Obviously, we're actually going to see a pause. I cannot tell you for the life of me. Oh, a PC problem. Okay. Oh, should I bring up the little bring a little technical pause thing? I don't even know where it is.
We have the overlay. Hey guys, welcome to production value.
Shh,
Tom, you better find the overlay now that I've promised them it. Tom, make one in MS Paint. I'll distract.
wait.
Go.
There we go.
Before anyone notices, Tom. Oh, wait, have we got a professional one?
Yeah. No, I've got. Yeah. I wasn't
God.
lying.
Okay, no, I know,
This
but
production.
I'm just worried.
The only problem
I
is
was worried you
to do this,
placed it.
I actually have to like click off the game, so we lose all sound.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, your frames go to hell as well. Well, anyway, look.
Let's just remove that.
The thing that I'm curious, Thomas, is that I want to know if you think any of these ex-DarkPassage people, while they're orgless, do you think they're going to get picked up as one whole org, or do you think we might see, and this is just a suggestion here, perhaps someone like Mini make their way onto Space Soldiers?
The problem I have with that is obviously Space Soldiers recently brought in Major. The team has looked very good. Like at WSG, after we lost Virtus Pro, they could have won it. They should have beaten Envy. They actually should have beaten Envy. I think that was the semi-final, and they were on. I think it was on map point, or at least at 14, very very quickly, and they actually lost 2 maps in that fashion. So for the Space Soldiers side, I don't really see a reason at the moment, at least, for them to make a change because they've been playing very very well. I don't think looking just at online results or anything like that would make them
definitely
go for any sort of change. Obviously, Mini looking great at the moment, but you have to remember as well, Space Soldiers are looking to play against top teams. I don't want to take anything away from Pride, but they are at the moment more of a mix than anything else, just because they've literally just formed a few of these. Or like Miniz hasn't been in very long. Luz, I think, has played 3 maps. It's a different level altogether of what Space Soldiers want to actually achieve, or at least I hope that's what they want to achieve.
Definitely. The other issue I always think is, who would you replace? You know, when you look at it, everyone's kind of pulling their weight. The only player who's had a little bit kind of disappointing results recently is Despair, and he's my favorite guy on the team, you know, along with the obvious choices. You know, I think he's phenomenal. I do just think he's having a bit of a weak period. He's really the only guy who I could think you could look to ever replace based on his recent results, and I wouldn't want to, because frankly, I think he's too damn good. But anyway, back to this one. We can see DarkPassage, they've gone straight in towards B. There's only Manice here to hold it down. He's fallen back up towards Church, and it looks like he might get a face full Mako any second now, but he actually just lets him walk on past for the time being. And there's the Oos braining on in death from behind, silenced and deadly. And there we go. He's going to get eliminated and dealt with by Mini, who finds himself another 4 frags. Mini, what even is your ADR right now? Right, Mini has an
300.
ADR of 337. Effectively, you could literally put him and, I don't know, like Calix on the team versus that would be it. That would do.
Oh, the spray. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. That's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. Well, he's rubbing it in a little bit. Clearly very confident. I can see why. Does he have... He has the same amount of kills as everyone else in the server.
What, everyone put together?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Mini, calm down. Okay, look, finally, it's 3-0. Pride, they can buy on down. Surely this is going to be the end to Mini's reign of tyranny. Smoke goes down over on Banana, and already DarkPassage, they've slowed things down a lot. We're not going to see a repeat of their very, very confident nature as we saw on Nuke. Instead, they're going to be giving a lot of respect to the way of Pride. They have slowed things down considerably. They're going to be trying to force their way up through Banana. That Molotov does miss its mark slightly, but Luz opts to stand in the fire and flames a little bit longer than he had to. Anyway, Sat's going to find one onto Manice, and Luz is going to fall as well. Already that B site comes crumbling down around Pride, and they're going to be saving already. Look at this. They've fallen back over on A, and they're kind of saying, you know, it's 3v5. If they can find one frag over here and towards mid, because, I mean, you have still got Calix over here alone, and it wouldn't surprise me if they do try and go for this, but as he shuts down Exus, that save gets cemented that much more.
Yeah, not really much more for them to go for at this point in time, losing Banana very, very quickly. Nice couple of entry kills coming in from Sasuke, and you can see them going on the hunt, and I do not blame them whatsoever. Economy in a great state at the moment. Still plenty of money to buy back up with. Reets will be dropped. Morels is able to trade and actually retrieve an AK, but they're waiting around the corner. Actually going to catch Mini. Can he get himself a third as well? This could be a little bit more damaging than possibly the T's want to come across, but Mako is going to be there to finish things off.
See,
DarkPassage get a 4.
If I was Mini, I wouldn't have gone for that. I would have tried to go for the flawless game, and instead, you know, he prioritized that frag over, you know, the deaths. And as a result, he's going to be 11-1. And with the death of him there, so goes my respect for the flawless scoreline. It is going to be 4-0, and now Pride are relegated once again back on a pistols. They're on the CT side. They're meant to be kind of running away with this after losing that B site so quickly. I think DarkPassage already know they can afford to be confident now, and that's terrifying in and of itself. They're going to be charging straight away over and towards the A site. Morels is here. That boost is nice over on B, but it's not going to pay dividends as it looks like A's the site in question. Morels up close, able to find one, but the Deagle can't convert anymore. Mako entries, finds himself one frag. He's looking for a second. Woxic might fall, but it's still a 3-on-3. This aggression in towards A going to be unrelenting as they shut down everyone. Mini up mid, catches off Manice on that lurk play up through short, leaving it all on Luz 1v3.
He does have a kit. We all know what can happen with DarkPassage and kits, so you never know. Maybe. I'm not seeing it happen this round, but we can dream. A boy can dream, right? We've got, obviously, 3 players still alive. A 5th round going to be coming in for the ex-DP side. A 12th kill on the board for Mini, still absolutely flying. Everybody has caught up at this point, though, or caught up in terms of he's no longer ruling the server. His team is starting to frag a little bit as well. Luz.
I think Luz wants to try and go for the ninja again, but not going to happen. He does get himself an AK, which is a nice silver lining if they let him save that. Ooh, that was close. But yeah, 11 HP still alive on him, and that's going to be the AK taken and grandfathered into the next round. They didn't really need it, but it does just help take the burden off the economy that much more. They can now buy down an AWP if they really wanted to, but instead, yeah, there we go. Manice going to be picking that bad boy up. That's going to come in handy. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not he takes that towards mid. Didn't really see if he had the spawn for it. Instead, now going to be heading over towards B. And just looking to hold car. Woxic going to have his work cut out for him, but he actually gets to Banana considerably faster than Manice. As a result, he can't afford to go aggressive. That Molotov going to tag him down a little bit. They want to try and go aggressive. I just think, you know, pushing Manice with that AWP is a terrifying prospect. They're going to basically dry peek it as they don't have smokes down to block off Coffin. They do put one out for CT. But Manice should be able to win this one-on-one AWP duel.
Big problem as well is they can no longer smoke the whole of this area off. So actually slowing down a lot of the pushes becomes a lot more difficult once banana control is actually lost. That's why we wanted to see some aggression. Manice, however, will take the pick. The AWP going to be picked back up by Mako, but minute left on the clock. They don't really have to rush anything too much. The bomb is actually making its way over. They're clearly trying to use the current control that they have. But it's just backside defense at the moment from the remaining CT players. Nobody rotating either. Everybody just has faith in the 2. But here comes the push. Sasuke leading the way. It's actually going to be the first kill coming in again for Manice. No trade available as Luz will grab one more. And with a double smoke going down, Manice actually gets one through the gap, leaving only Mini left. And even he can't do anything here. Lovely hold from Manice. The AWP paying dividends.
Yeah, you know, he is a terrifying player to find yourself, you know, having him look down the barrel of that AWP at you. And yeah, that's something that DarkPassage just found out on that push. He picks up 4 frags, one of them through the smoke as well. It was impressive. And like you say, no one rotated. They had faith in the 2 players, and that faith was clearly well placed, as Manice almost single-handedly could have locked that down there. I think that's going to write B almost entirely off the cards. Look at the effect that's had. They don't even want to bother sending anyone up Banana. They just say, you know what? You can have it, Manice. B site, take it. We don't want that. We're going to instead focus our attention over A, and it looks like it might pay off already. Mako finds Morels very early on. It's just going to lead to more aggression out towards that A site. Actually full on back, might be looking to try and fake now, and this could pay off. They've rotated Luz around. It leaves Manice solo over towards B. The thing that I am liking here is ex-DarkPassage. We've seen them drop the confident attitude, and instead they're taking things a little bit more slowly, thinking about things a little bit more tactically as well.
Yeah, not going to go for any more over-aggression as of yet. Sasuke very low on HP, so they don't really want to have him as too much of a risk. Position from Luz is a good one. It means he can rotate relatively quickly back if Manice spots anything else, but can also hold over this arch side of the A site. And it does look like that is the direction they're going to be going in, or at least the A site is. They've still got Calyx waiting to try and stop any aggression that will come out from Manice if he goes for a rotation. And interestingly, they're just taking this control. They're not actually pushing too much. The bomb's actually gone back towards the B site, and they're just looking to try and sell this as a fake, get Manice off of that site, but at the moment he's not biting. but they are going to be able to split. Look at this rotation back through CT, all the way around Maniz. Well, good luck, buddy. You're going to have a lot of players coming your way. Actually gets caught. Luz is aware.
Yeah, 2 players over towards A as well. If that bomb gets taken down, and it does so, that's it. ex-DarkPassage are going to be losing this round. Have to try and hold on to whatever they can weapon-wise. Woxic was charging down towards Banana, but with only like 10 seconds left, not sure what he can do. There will be another round here for Pride, and this is where things can get a little bit scary. ex-DarkPassage have got enough money to buy on down once again as a result of saving on both of these players. But still, I mean, you've let Pride get a second round. Now they could potentially get their third. They're starting to build up a very, very healthy economy. Luz sitting on $7,000. We've got Exus as well with 3,000. Manish sitting on almost 4,000. So money isn't going to be a problem for the side of Pride for the time being. Meanwhile, when you look over at ex-DarkPassage, things are looking to be a little bit more restricted, at least. If they lose this, then they will be onto the eco. Lots of aggression straight up Banana. We haven't seen this come out from them just yet. Looks like it's going to be a rush. Manisto is the player. Want to hold things down. He's going to lose his head, though, up close and personal. It's all on Luz here to try and lock down the site. And Mako, he doesn't care for Molotovs, pushes on through. And here's Luz. 1v5 to hold the site down, waiting desperately for the rest of his team to rotate on through. Sasuke going to make it his way up the top of the barrels and finds that frag. The rotate coming on through thick and fast for the side of Pride, but it might be too little too late as the site has already fallen. Smoke's just raining on through to divide it in half, and it looks like they're going to save. Morales is falling on back from A. Those last 2 players leaving CT, and I mean, Pride, they're taking this round very passively here.
Yeah, it looked like after the loss of Maniz, that round was pretty much over. They had 1 player left on the site. The rotation didn't really have any impact other than just throwing a few nades through, and it just really didn't look like there was any way they were going to win that round. The second that entry pick came in, it was just too quick, and that's sort of the problem. They're clearly ready for the bait and switch. That's something they're very happy to sort of let the T's do. The problem is, it means that their rotations, when they actually just take a site, are just not quick enough.
Yeah, and you know, they're putting a lot of pressure on Luz and Manish to hold down that B side, right? Because it basically is signaling to them that if you guys die, that is it. The round is over. We're not going to be in a position to retake. You have to at least get, you know, 1-for-1 trades so we can have that 3v3, because they don't commit to anything if they're outnumbered. And I think, you know, it makes sense because they struggle enough in a 3-on-3, right? So why bother going for it if it's a 3-on-5? Instead, just play things safe, save up these 3 rifles. Now we're going to be seeing DarkPassage find themselves another round. They're starting to reset the economy of Pride. And now we can see aggression up mid. Woxic going to be pre-firing over towards short. Can't find anything just yet, but that singular AWP shot, look at the effect it's had already. They're like, don't want to get in the way of that. They've already fallen on back. And as a result, this A site going to be held extremely passively, allowing ex-DarkPassage to cover a lot of ground. And potentially, we could see a player make his way in through CT if they can smoke off the player over at Library.
Mako going to be caught out by the flash. Will delay his push slightly, but they have, again, similar to Nuke, gained an awful lot of map control. Obviously, the CT side can defend from these positions. Exus, the man yet to frag, is going to be the one standing behind the smoke around that Library area, trying to stop them from having any sort of rotation. But the fact is, I don't think they want to. Yes, they have one player over towards that B site, but now they're very, very willing to rotate. I'm liking this from DarkPassage. The problem is they may be about to get caught out. Morales, he goes for the peek. Doesn't manage to find anyone as of yet. Players almost back-to-back. Mako, he must know there's a guy to his left. I think he's hoping he'll walk out and just hand him a frag. It doesn't quite happen. Goes to the pre-fire. Doesn't make it. Exus is on the board. How are we not losing more players? They're all around the same area at the moment. Exus with his second. Another coming in for the CT side with Woxic able to trade one back. Look at their HP. There's a couple of low players. Maybe this P250 will be enough. Gets one. Doesn't quite manage to trade back the second. But again, they're very, very low, and there's still an opportunity for Sasuke to do something. Gets the first.
Yeah, he's able to get one. Finds himself at 1 and 2. Goes for the spray, and oh, there goes Exus. Now it's all on Luz. He's going to try and go for the peak while he plants. He ran out of ammo. It's a little bit awkward. He can't get the frag, and he made his decision. He had to go for the kill. There was no time left for the plant. And sadly, misses that shot. That is going to be a third round on the board for Pride there. You know, it was very odd, right? Once again, they were almost on top of each other. You know, it was almost just like some weird scenario. Like the guys at towards Library touching the tips of their barrels. You know, like they could feel the breath on the back of their neck of each other, right? And the frags didn't go down for ages. Mako just trying to play things cautiously and actually ends up paying the price for it. He's already tagged down low this round as well. The change of pace once again. They have slowed things down, not looking to go as aggressive. Pride looking to take things just as passively as they did before. This time they play with Morales as that kind of floater in CT spawn with a quick rotate between either side. Woxic going to kickstart this round though, dropping Manice over at B.
Not a bad start to the round. I actually have to say, like, the fake plant towards the end, do actually quite like the idea. Just try and bait them in and get them the kill. Obviously risked it for a chocolate biscuit and doesn't end up doing too well. Mako getting tagged awfully low at the moment. Smoke will be thrown in towards B, trying to bait out some sort of response from the CT side. But in the meantime, the T's are actually rotating their presence over towards this A site. A second entry of the round. Mini will open up A. And with the majority of players sort of already out of the site, I wonder if they're just going to go for this save again. They seem very happy to do that. The only problem is, now XDP are starting to rack up quite a few rounds. And obviously, the balance of this map is yet to really be made. I think it wouldn't be surprising to see more T-sided Infernos just for the beginning, because obviously you have to sort of react to that new meta of the map, the changes, some of the more openings, like for example on Banana, it's much more difficult to defend. The only problem is, there's a limit.
Yeah, I have heard, you know, people have made kind of cases for either side of it. I think from what we have seen of the very, very limited pro games on Inferno, like you say, it is leaning slightly more towards the T side right now. But I mean, yeah, we don't really have a benchmark to go off of. We've only seen the occasional game throughout, you know, a few different kind of, you know, for the most part, kind of pugs or scrims between professional teams on this map. We've seen, you know, things every now and again, and you can't, you know, there's a certain limit to how much you can kind of extrapolate from that, and how accurate it is, right? So it's kind of anyone's guess whose sided this even is now after the changes. In matchmaking, I would say it's, you know, a lot more balanced than it used to be, definitely. But once again, it just seems to be one that can go either way. We don't really have a lot of information, so there's a lot still to be determined here.
It's sort of like when you...
3-7 a good scoreline, Tom?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It is. Yeah, it is for DarkPassage right now. They're leading very convincingly. It looks like they should be able to take this one as well, based on the fact you've already got Luz kind of down on that UMP. They don't have a lot of utility, and utility is so key on Inferno.
Yeah, it's sort of like when Nuke went back in. Like, when it first went back in, everyone's like, oh, it looks quite a bit more T-sided. It's because people didn't know how to react to all the rafters. And now, well, it has swung back towards that CT side. Look at these. They've already got so far up Banana. This is where this map is definitely going to be more difficult. Manice, however, over towards Dark once again. And he's been very effective from this position. They've been finding it very difficult to actually clear him out of this spot. We'll move back over towards Triple, unable to do too much. But actually, Luz goes down. He's there to trade. He's still in the back of the site. Until they clear him out, this site is not won as of yet. The rotation will be able to come in. They really need to help this guy out. He gets knifed. Mini just goes. He doesn't even care about his weapon. X is there to trade one back, looking to punish Mini for what he's just done to his teammate. It's still a 3 versus 2. The advantage is still with Pride.
Yeah, Mini's now got himself an AWP and a knife frag as well. He's got to be riding on a high right now. There's only 25 seconds left. With not much utility to try and lock these Pride players out of the site. They have to find frags. A lot going to be coming down to Woxic here as he peeks on out over towards Church. Going to be peeking out wide. Out from Coffin, he can't spot them out. He just regroups a minute. There's only 10 seconds left. They have to try and get that bomb down. The issue is, Pride can just deny it. Morales has fallen on back over towards A. What are they doing?
They're just not going to do it.
They're just not going to plant. Okay. But I mean, the thing I was going to say, going for the knife. What's up with Mini? He's 17, right? You said. Yeah, 17 Mini is. I'm convinced.
That's a bit of a troll.
I'm convinced. Yeah, his balls are the same size, shape, color.
Oh, God.
Even amount of hair as your face, Tom.
Why?
Could someone
Why?
please get on Photoshop with that?
Oh yeah, that's PG.
Like. Could someone who does anyone who doesn't know what Tom's head looked like? I'm sure my wonderful mod here, Hugo, can probably get that in chat.
Oh God.
I don't know if he's around.
Who are you? What are you doing? Yeah, I agree with Hugo. Please stop. Please stop.
In all honesty, right? He's been so cocky, and it works out for him. I don't know how. I don't know how he does it.
I don't even know what you have
just said. He's so aggressive, and I think he's insane.
Okay, I'm just gonna like slowly move us away from that. Mini, We've spoken about him in some interesting ways in the last few minutes, but he's now left the server. Clearly not very happy with your comments, as am I. And, well, 4-7. I'm still a little bit confused more about the idea of the save. Like, I get why they did it. They were pretty much stuck in a corner. Like, literally stuck in a corner. But to be in that position, it shouldn't have happened in the first place. They should have tried to sort of get themselves out a little bit and maybe made it in a way where, okay, we're not trapped in the... Because they did actually walk over into that angle and just sort of regrouped. You said it at the time, like, okay, they're regrouping. But they just had nothing from there. There was no plan. There was no idea. It was just, okay, let's just stay here. Maybe you can lie with me, just forget the world, those sort of things. Like, I don't know what just happened.
That was a nice song lyric there.
I don't know what you're talking about. I made that up on the spot.
Because if they lay there, if they just lay there, I'm sure that Minnie would lie with me and just forget the world. Yeah, it's 4-7, Tom. Inferno. That's
we've now got 2 players missing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with ex-DarkPassage. They're just dropping like flies on the side of XDP. God knows what they're doing. In all honesty, they're probably coming up with some hilarious new scheme on like how else can we show that we're damn talented and don't really care. But I mean, I think you can't discount them from having a phenomenal start to this. The thing is, they do let their confidence kind of run away with them a little bit here.
It's like they have a little sheet of like style points, and they've just got to tick them off as they go along. Just like, okay, ran into a corner on a guy who had an AWP, get a knife kill. Okay, just stab my teammate back in the back twice, still win the round. I don't even know what else have they done. Run away from the site when there's still 20 seconds left on the clock and allow them to ninja defuse. I don't know if they're just like ticking off the, yep, we've done that one, we've done that one, we've done, hey, I got bingo. I don't really know how they're going with this, but it's just a really sort of weird way of playing. Let's just, okay, let's sit in the corner at the end of a round and just save on the bomb site. I wonder if I haven't seen many people do that before. 2 players save on the site with 10 seconds left.
I haven't seen a lot of players do the things that ex-DarkPassage do, Tom. I think that's a good reason. It shouldn't work, but for some reason it is. Mini, on Nuke, for example, stabbed his teammate in the spinal cord. Now, normally, that would cause severe loss of motor function in your teammate, but instead, they actually win the round as a result. It doesn't matter that he doesn't have vertebrae anymore, because I tell you what, ex-DarkPassage, they still pick rounds up. And that's the crazy thing. They clearly just feel very comfortable against Pride. And that's kind of what we can draw from this. They are going into this thinking that it is some fun as well as a chance to prove themselves. And I think at the same time, they want to be able to say, look, Pride have a collection of very talented players. We're also a group of talented players who are younger. I guess, a few of us less experienced, but we're still damn good. And I think that's what they're trying to show here. I really hope, actually, that they managed to qualify, but maybe that's a little bit too optimistic, shall we say, for the time being. I feel like maybe, I don't know, I've never really kind of had a chance to meet some of these people. I'd love to get a chance to see some sort of interview with Minnie.
Oh, that makes more sense. I'm reading the chat, and they said that Minnie actually timed out and had the bomb. That's why they saved in the corner. That makes much more sense. Thank you, smart man. Although you did then swear at me and call me stupid, but it's fine. It's fine. You were right. So yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense. I clearly got caught up in the moment. But yeah, okay.
Look, at the end of the day, Minnie's been doing some crazy stuff. Okay, yeah. Saving on this site with 10 seconds left was.
It doesn't even make top 5. It doesn't even make top 5.
So it doesn't even make top 10. It's just an everyday Minnie thing to do.
Okay. One is still in the toilet at the moment, so it looks like we're getting back. We're getting back. They've had their toilet break. They've got over the scarring things that
at our expense
has been said by Harry, and now they're going to come back into the game. Okay, we are off. And just looking at the economy, this is going to be a pretty crucial round. Both teams in a position where, if they are to lose this one, they will be going back to what will likely be the pistols, although wouldn't be the craziest thing today if we actually saw them force anyway.
Yeah, already they have slowed things down a lot. Morales is over here towards Apps. We haven't seen him go kind of this aggressive yet. Calyx is just biding his time, waiting to see if anyone ventures down those stairs. And I'm sure if he does, he'll look to swiftly separate his head from the rest of his body with a 7.62 caliber round out of that AK. Calyx actually looking to go aggressive, peeks on up the stairs. Morels is there, nearly spots him out, doesn't check it. But there we go, Morels able to find that frag. An early man advantage here for Pride. ex-DP, for the first time, starting things off in a fairly lackluster scenario. As well as that, they lose Woxic. Sasuke's gonna get tagged down low. Now it's a 3-on-5 with a significant advantage, going the way of Pride.
Yeah, looking like the pause may have done them some good. Mako will fall, and this only leaves 2 players. Sasuke only with 17 HP as well. Mini will be the man trying to make the difference. He sorted out his problems, had his toilet break, and he's back with a vengeance. 3 players currently on this A site, however. He's going to be looking to clear pit with the Molotov. Well, the bomb's actually going to be caught in middle, and, well, this should be impossible. Nice shot, though. Obviously, any damage will be welcomed. Exus is there to finish things off. He's really woken up in the last few rounds. I think it was 0-6, now 4-7. And clearly a welcoming point for the Pride side to get themselves back to 5.
Yeah, I think at this point, they are just going to be looking to try and capitalize on the fact that ex-DarkPassage have kind of lost a lot of their confidence, it seems like. They're taking things a lot more slowly. And while I do like the idea of them slowing things down a little bit and not being so confident, they're kind of, going about removing a lot of that. And not even confidence, it's more cockiness. And they're going about getting rid of it in the wrong way, right? We're seeing them kind of give a lot of control over to Pride. They're not being as sure of themselves in these Angels. Let's see, though, if they can open things up towards this A site. It looks like it's just going to be a very standard rush as they have all 5 players here. 1 player going to be coming out mid in the form of Sasuke. Everyone else...
He only has a Glock.
Over in Palace here. He's only got a Glock. And, well, his Glock flapping in the wind as he makes it around the corner. Going to get a headshot in there, but doesn't quite find the frag. Luz finally takes him down. Calyx looking to refrag, but they're just walking into his crosshair, making it nice and easy for him. Now it's only 3 players remaining here for the side of ex-DarkPassage. They want to try and make their way in. Mini to try an entry. And while Morales shuts him down, standing on top of the railing, he must be some sort of gymnast to maintain this balance. There we go. Second frag as well. And that's going to be Pride picking up their 6th. They don't falter at the force buy from ex-DP.
Yeah, no, the force buy not paying off at all. Sort of joked about it in the previous round, saying they might go for it, and it was a little bit weird for me that the 2 pistol players were both just trying to challenge with no support. Like, it was, the entries were coming in from a Glock and a Tech 9, and it just didn't work at all. They were already 2 men down before they even attempted to move. Maniz, well, there's the confidence. Right back over on that banana spawn, over towards what used to be a car. It's now been changed into some barrels. I missed the car.
Woxic and Sasuke, all that remain for the side of ex-DP here. And, well, they want to try and get that bomb down. With only a Glock and a Deagle between them, it's not going to be an easy feat. We can see they're trying to probe for some information. Woxic rallying that Deagle round is going to give away the position of at least one of these guys. This crossfire in mid, proven to be extremely strong. Shuts down Sasuke, leaving it all on Woxic. 1 versus 5. Now, he's got to land some insane Deagle shots here, but the minute left on the clock, not going to be pressured for time too much. The only issue is, look at how aggressive Pride have gone. They've pushed all the way down Banana. They're clearing things out, and they know at this point that he's got to be over towards Apps. It's the only spot they haven't cleared. Luckily enough for him, he does cross on back over towards the lower mid apartments. Luz going to be walking straight past, and if he makes his way... Oh, Luz, did you not check your minimap there, buddy? Does tag his teammate down. There's Woxic doing some damage. Scares the living hell out of Reeds, who gets tagged down to 85 HP, but now they should know where he is. They're just swarming around him like moths to a flame here. Only 30 seconds left. There's no time. He wants to try and do economic damage, but he's got players coming in from literally everywhere right now. Going to be going for the peak. Able to find damage onto Maniz, but not the kill. They finally deal with him to take it to a 7-7 scoreline. Thankfully, ex-DP can get one last full buy-in before the half is over.
Yeah, it's starting to look like the slowdown of Mini has actually slowed down the whole team. Not able to do as much work as he was in the early rounds, and Pride definitely starting to wake up a bit. Means that, well, the half looking like it may go to Pride. Like, obviously, just a few individual performances. Mako doesn't have any armor. Okay, that's interesting. Woxic, however, will find the first pick, importantly. A switch up of position for Maniz, goes for the early mid peak, and that doesn't work out at all. And now XDP can look to try and take home this round, but already Sasuke is going to be traded. Reeds gets another and goes for the peak once more into middle. And this has quickly swung into the favor of Pride.
Yeah, I mean, this is the issue. Oh no. Reeds. Can we get, I don't know, would that even be a 1G? Would we even glorify it as that? Can we get like a half G?
Oh no.
No, Reeds, please, come on. I was just about to big you guys up. It's particularly you for getting 2 frags. And, oh well, now we're making their way towards the B site. Calyx takes out Luz, and it's going to be such a shame if they lose it as a result of Reeds just standing in the fire because he was just desperate to die. He couldn't carry on with the existential crisis that is his life, and now it's going to be a 2-on-2. They're trying to make their way from CT. Pop Flash goes out on behalf of Mini. That's going to allow Calyx and Mini to double peek it. They've got to check both angles. Smoke's down, but Mini comes up better in that Angel. It's all on Morel's 1v2. Come on, they must be raging at Reeds a little bit here. Going to push through the smoke. Calyx able to refrag. That's going to be 7 to 8 secured here as XDP. They do win out the first half.
That is not the way that was supposed to go. Really nice comeback from after losing the first pick. They managed to get themselves into a position where, okay, we're in a 4 versus 2. I think that, what was that? So that was a Molotov that was on balcony, right? And it just trickled down. The flames just caught him a little bit, and that's a horrible way for a round to quickly swing. Then one pick goes the way of the T side, and, well, retaking that B side, we already know it's not easy. Either way, we are going into the pistol round. Pistol number 2. Quite a lot of utility, actually, on the side of Pride. Mako has himself a kit ready and waiting. He's going to be over towards the library position.
Yeah, XDP opting to take the first round here on the CT side, looking to try and start things as they mean to go on. They're playing it very, very, you know, officially, I would say. They're using very, very standard positions. A nice hold here. 3 players towards A, 2 on B. No, you know, crazy things coming out from Mini. Opting to go aggressive instead. They're just going to be waiting. And as it looks like that smoke's going down in mid, Sasuke's got to hold down short. He's got 3 players coming his way. Only able to get 1. Calyx have to find another out in East, but ultimately the trade's going back and forth. It's actually going to go in the advantage of Pride here as they eliminate the players on that A site. In particular, Luz actually going to be getting the, oh baby, a triple. He wants to try and get the ace here. As now the last 2 players looking to try and retake. It's Mini and Woxic, though, the power duo for the side of DarkPassage. They push on in. Luz is already on 3. He finds himself a 4th. Luz could get the ace here, and oh no, Woxic denies him of that privilege. Now it's a 1-on-2. Woxic hasn't had the best performance here on Inferno. He's got to try and prove himself. He's looking for the kit. He's going to pick that one up. Reeds and Nexus. Oh! Spicy, spicy individual. Going to be able to land a nice quick headshot there through the gap to cement that pistol round for Pride.
What was that? That was, so in both pistol rounds now, we've seen Luz get a triple kill in this map. So, very nicely done from him. Going to help his team out
it was
wonderfully.
A 4K from Luz then, wasn't it? So, 4K that one, 3K last one. He's insane. He's the pistol god. He's the pistol king of Poland.
Going to see the B stack from this CT side. They will smoke over towards A just to give an illusion that they've got multiple players in that position. A Papa Pump, the Nova up on Woxic. See if he can actually get any love from that. Obviously, if they scope out the map properly, use their SMGs wisely, which there's 4 of them, so I don't see why not. They should be a very easy round for Pride, but there's actually some aggression coming out now. You see the peak. There's a lot of players coming in this direction. A lot of trades coming in, but it's coming out on top, for now at least, for this T side. The AK, the one sort of security measure. Many's not happy. Why me?
Woxic, though, he's still alive and kicking over towards the B site. He's going to be there alone, leaving Calyx alone, isolated, probably a little bit scared over here towards the A site. Flash goes out, tries to rain some death in from above, but they're quick to dispatch of him. It's all on Woxic, the Nova Dream. And I'm not on about his MM rank, I'm on about him with the Nova. Because, of course, he's not a Nova. I think he's amazing. He's coming on in. making his way through library. It's not going to be the ideal place to try and put the Nova to work. Luz is going to be his kind of real threat here, but the Nova can dish out some fairly decent damage at range, as well as that. Luz isn't on the site. Luz is going walkies right now, looking to go on a tour of Inferno. Where the hell are you going, buddy? Bomb is down. Woxic taking things slowly, looking to try and save. Wants to get some exit frags if he can. Camping in the corner in library. Reading up on some strategies probably to take into the next round. And no one's going to exit this way. So he will hold on to the Nova as a silver lining.
Yeah, the silver lining. I'm not. I think that might be a bit of an exaggeration. It's not the best gun in the world to have. Also going to take damage to his Kevlar, so he can't get the head armor in on the next round. But it's something to play with. Obviously, every kill worth $900 with that gun, so don't want to be throwing that away anytime soon. And on the other side of things, they did lose a few players, but we are just going to see, well, Morels go for a pistol. A couple of UMPs brought back up, obviously very effective in terms of the SMG game. And this should be a nice little farm up for Pride.
Yeah, what's it going to be holding B on his own? They're putting a lot of faith in him with his boomstick. Let's see if it pays off as he looks to play close over towards oranges. And well, he's locking it down. It looks like they're just going to be going in dry here in towards that B site. Smoke does go down for the cross. No one's going to be playing that angle just yet. You can see the fast rotate coming on through as Mako's there. Woxic up close and personal, looking to rain some death in with an over. He's nearly found one. Come on, Woxic. He's going to get one frag. That's $900, but then he's going to be dealt with swiftly by Morels, who's quick to pick up two. Mako next to go down as well. It's 3 on 4. Well, retake coming on in. 2 P250s and a USP. All that stand between Pride and this B site. Bomb's going to be ticking away from them here. They've got to make their way in. The goal is going to be economic damage. Mini's a threat, though, with these pistols. He's very talented up close and personal. Him and Sasuke coming in from behind. Morels finds the first, finds the second, looking for a third, and there we go.
Ace.
He gets the ace. Morels.
1 HP.
He's only got 1 HP. There was the dream, and he achieved his dreams. To quote Tom's inspiration, Shia LaBeouf. Don't let your dreams be dreams. And I tell you what, Morels certainly did not.
Back on the buy, though. CT side, no AWP. Even with his Nova magic in the last round, it's not going to be enough. Actually, he does have quite a lot of utility, so it may just be a tactical decision. We did used to see the old, new Fnatic have JW sort of just as a, okay, do you want to AWP? Yes, AWP. If not, oh well, play rifle instead. So definitely viable on this map, at least in the past. AWP of Minis was very, very good in the previous half. Got them quite a few of the rounds that they managed to achieve. And he's back on it here again. Banana control. Given up, and now we're going to see the spray down. Woxic gets himself 2. Site will be taken, though. Mini goes down very quickly after, and, well, now we're on for a 3v3 retake. Every time we saw this happen on the other side, we saw Pride just go, okay, we don't want to do this. We don't want to try and risk it. We'll see whether or not ex-DarkPassage have other ideas.
Yeah, it looks to be the case. They're already pushing on in. Minis is going to be able to lock down CT, and they line up for him. Nearly the collateral. Calic's going to get tagged down low. He's thanking himself he didn't die. As Mako just takes the bullet like a champ. It's going to be put back on a 2-2 swiftly, though, by Sasuke. They really got to be going for this. They are tagged down low on the side of Pride. They haven't got a kit, though, so they've got to be fast here. Reets Molotovs it. Doesn't quite land. They've got to find the kit. It's somewhere on the site. He does get it. Is there enough time? No, there's not. That's so disappointing. They find all the frags they needed to, but they can't quite get it. Calyx might... No, never mind. 6 HP left. 11-8, though, secured for Pride as they have a 3-round lead, and it looks to get even bigger here as ex-DarkPassage are going to force spy on down, but the force spy isn't going to be too great.
I'm glad you casted that, because my CS crashed for like a few seconds. I have no idea what just happened. It looks like it just...
That round was just too violent for television,
yeah,
guys,
yeah.
So
It was just...
that out. It was terrible.
I don't know what on earth just went down, but we're going to carry on. We're going to carry on and pretend that nothing ever happened. Either way, it is going to be a few weapons up on the ex-DP side. Mako and Mini going to be forced down to pistols. Reets is going to catch them out with his aggression. They're looking pretty good on Inferno now. 11-8 up for Pride. They have lost a man themselves. Morels is down. Look
at Mini. He's looking aggressive. And oh, there goes the head of Luz. They lose him. That's also going to be bomb drop towards bottom of mid. The man advantage now going the way of ex-DP here, and they're looking to try and put this to good use. You can see they're rotating Mini preemptively over towards that A site. Wouldn't surprise me if he decides to kind of play over here towards Archway for that faster rotate back over in towards B, and that's exactly what we're seeing. That looks like it might pay off as Pride looking to try and avenge the death of their comrade Luz in the bottom of mid. Now making their way up Banana. Trying to hold this solo. It's going to be Woxic. He has got the AWP, but he's only got 13 HP. A singular nade, a stray bullet, a cough in the right direction is all it's going to take to eliminate him and get him out of that very, very strong position. Should be able to find one frag, though, as they come on in. He's going to be fully flashed. That smoke goes down to work him off the site. But I think there's a gap in that smoke. Can't quite exploit it. That has to fall on back. The rotate already coming on through. Mini, he's going to get swiftly dispatched at close range here. Sasuke now shooting over the top of the smoke. Maybe able to find one onto Exis as he gets that bomb down. He does spot him, but a little too late. Bomb's going to get planted. It's 3-on-3 for the retake. And Calix is taking his sweet time getting to the site.
Players currently in dark. This could actually work out quite nicely. It's not something you normally check for 2 players. I want to see. We're just going to see Reetz peek out, and now it's down to Minis, but it is a 3 versus 1. He's going to have to line them up and knock them down. Are they going to check the angle? No, they are not. He gets the first, looking for the second. Manages to spray him down as well. It's all down to Woxic. He's not quite going to manage it, though. But does he have a kit? Can he actually get on this bomb in time? It's going to be exceedingly close. Just. No. Oh! 0.3.
Oh, honestly, they...
You can breathe again.
I don't even know why I'm so emotionally invested in this game, because quite frankly, it's been, you know, not one of the most official, shall we say, ways of playing.
Again.
Well, I mean...
Now it's Mini getting knifed.
Yeah, Mini got knifed. There we go. That's returning the favor from earlier. They're saying, you know, mate, I'm top of this team now. I don't know who knifed him, because whoever it was... You know, they got some courage with challenging Mini himself. This time, though, Pride, then we over in mid. 4 players here. They do leave Minis to watch the flank. Woxic not going to be testing the waters too much. Doesn't want to go aggressive. There are 3 players to hold down the A site. Although, you know, they're rotating Mako over towards B. Maybe they know something we don't. As that is the horrifically wrong call to make it. Only 2 players now to hold down this A site. Smokes and flashes raining on in, and already they should think about rotating. It was all for that boost of Mako, but they've quickly realized, okay, maybe the boost wasn't worth it. Now they're rotating swiftly back over towards that A site. Sasuke over at Ivy, trying to hold things down. Can't even find Moaz, and as Luz, just the entry frag machine right now for Pride. He's got them over his shoulder, trying to carry them across the finish line, and he will be able to pick up 2 to get them on in. It's a 3-on-5, and already ex-DarkPassage they're going to be saving.
Yeah, not really in too much of a position to challenge this. As you said, they made the wrong gamble. And, well, they get punished for it. Reminds me a little bit of Phantom Lord.
Ooh. Jeez.
I'll just leave that one in the air.
No, good on you. Good on you, Tom. I agree. But yeah, anyway, it is going to be a 12-9 scoreline. And at this point, you know, I mean, we haven't seen too much come out of Mini, actually, in the second half. I don't even think he's killed anyone. No, okay, he's got 2 frags since moving on to the CT side. And he's very quickly starting to look like, you know, when you play MM, and there's that one guy who's like doing really well, and he's carrying it, he gets, you know, really confident. And then the second half hits, and suddenly he starts doing terribly, but he's still playing like he's doing really well. And everyone's kind of like, please, just play normally. That's how I imagine ex-DarkPassage feeling right now. He can make all the difference. Woxic has turned up on the CT side. Mako's playing well, as is Sasuke. Calix having a bit of a quiet game, which is always a shame to see. But, you know, a lot of this as well, Mini has to start landing those shots again. Because when you think about it, you know, he's kind of one of the players that you look to on the side of ex-DarkPassage, and he just has been absent in the second half thus far. Would be nice to see him return to fighting form. And for the time being, Pride, they've had great success on the A site in the last couple of rounds. They're looking to try and replicate that once again. 4 players here. They leave Manice on the banana, sorry, just watching for any sort of aggression to come down there from XDP. And it seems to be their kind of default strategy that they tend towards.
Rest of the team are slowly rotating back. Obviously still a minute left on the clock. In this round at least, still playing the sort of 3-2 split, the more normal of the splits for the CT side, but they are starting to rotate one over. Again, a little bit of a gamble coming in. But this time it's a little bit more warranted. There are quite a lot of players waiting over on the side. They've gone for the boost that it's sort of there just to deny that CT smoke, which was so effective on the last one. We'll actually have the smokes raining in, however, looking like Pride do have their setups well worked. Molotov not going to be able to be used at all. But the lineup comes in. Mako, he gets himself 2, almost manages a 3rd, but it's not quite there. But with the remaining couple of players, low Calyx, well, he's still in the fight, but he only has himself a P250. Luckily for him, both of the remaining players, or 2 of the remaining players, are very, very low on HP.
Yeah, this is where the pistol can be so incredibly deadly. He's going to be low HP anyway. 2 players on the side of Pride. And Woxic, he should be able to dispatch of Manise here in this duel. Reitz over towards Dark, has to lock it down. Finds the first on Woxic. Calyx peeks on out, but he picks up the AWP. Switches out to it. It looked like he had auto pickup on. I would just stay with the P250, but still, that's going to be him taken down. 13-9 now. Pride looking like they could take Inferno here. As XDP, they've picked up 1 round on the CT side. A solitary round, which even then came down to that 1v1. So they need to try and figure out where the holes are in this defense. What's going wrong? It would be nice maybe to see perhaps even a little bit of aggression out towards Apps, just to challenge them as they take mid. They spent ages lining up these smokes. If you try and catch them off guard, might not be a bad idea. And that's exactly what we're seeing now. They try pushing on through, but look at the bullets raining through the wall. This is terrifying, guys. They're going to be getting tagged. Sasuke just taking the bullets like a champ. He doesn't even care.
I'm still surprised. You have to point out the fact, at the moment, Exus is on 4 kills. Just the rest of the team just sort of bringing it home. Manise ready for that boost. He has definitely stepped up even more. A lot. Well, the whole team has. They're looking very, very good on this T side, and it has to be said, ex-DarkPassage, they've got 1 round on this CT side. 1 round. It has been all Pride in this second half, and, well, sort of on the other side, we were joking around as if they were sort of showing off the DarkPassage side, and now maybe they're going to be punished for it. 13-9. They've only got pistols for this round at least. Round 24 is where they'll sort of have their last-ditch effort, and look at this rotation coming in at the moment. Mako, you got a lot to do. And he's not going to be able to achieve anything. Now the split can begin to come in. They don't even have to go towards this B side if they don't want to, but they're just taking things nice and slow. The 2 players over on A are pretty much just bystanders at this point.
Yeah, they are going to execute out on towards B, though, just because they have Manise on Banana. You can leave a player in CT spawn. That completely denies the rotate. Suddenly, it's all on Woxic to hold down the B site, and he's only got a P250 to do it. We're just playing behind warheads. I think he's going to try and be quiet, but that Molotov going to force him out of position, and now things are about to heat up for him here. He's just going to try and stand in it, wants to do some damage, and oh, he gets punished. Now it's all on Calyx, who's doing some good damage, but it's not going to be enough. Reitz deals with him. They leave him in CT spawn to deal with the rotating players, deny them any sort of damage, and that's going to be 14-9. Pride, they find themselves 1 round away from match point and taking this to 1-1.
Do we start to move on to the conversation of, do you reckon ex-DarkPassage have practiced this map? Because on the T side, I feel like it would be much more easy to just sort of go for a pug-style Inferno, just try and just catch these players out on aggressions. There's Woxic at least, but the CT side, they have not looked good at all. And you have to remember, they only got 1 ban before this pick came in. I don't think they expected to see Inferno today.
Oh, but then Woxic, he's going to try and prove you wrong as he gets the, oh baby, a triple. He's already found 3. Bomb's going to be down as well. There's potential for him to get so many more as they rotate on around to try and grab it. Mini saying, I need some frags as well. I've been doing terribly in the CT half. He comes around to try and help out Woxic. That Molotov going to deny it and pick up the bomb just yet. Exus and Reitz. Exus, of course, the man. The hope for Pride here is he finds himself 1v4. He's the man who could do it in this scenario. Currently 5-12 on the server, and oh, Mini's going to eliminate him. I guess you couldn't tell. That was all a bit of a joke because Exus is not having a good game right now. 14-10 secured. As XDP, they deny the match point. They've still got a long way to go, though, if they want to reset the economy of Pride. And that's the issue, right? If they lose this one, that's going to be GG. Pride should be able to pick it up, no problem, because the economy is going to get reset. XDP, they have to pick up at least the next round if they want to have a chance of staying in this.
Yeah, last round threw in the double AWPs. Woxic went styling. Managed to bring them home around. We'll see if it can work out again, or if there'll be some sort of reaction from Pride. This time he's not going to be able to catch him out over towards Banana, and actually there goes that secondary AWP. Lovely shot from Manise to open up the round. Now they're only 4 players away from taking this one to map point. Obviously, the first map did go the way of ex-DP. Not in too convincing a fashion. Well, if that happens, then we're moving on to Cash.
Yeah, at least Cash is one that these teams will both definitely practice on, and if they haven't,
I hope so.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to say, "What the hell are you doing?" You know. But yeah, no, I mean, we can see Pride. They're trying to work something up over towards that B side. 3 players here. They've leave 2 in mid in the form of Exus and Reeds. Looking like these guys are going to be rotating in a little bit later. They were trying to sell a bit of a fake, but they're already rotating Woxic back over towards B. Now he can lock this down with the orb. You've also got Mini playing over towards Coffin. Last time we saw Pride throw these smokes down, they missed that CT smoke, and it, didn't really punish them when they did it earlier. If it happens again, oh no, here comes the fake. They bail off of B. They start making their way back over towards A, and now they hold position at the bottom of Banana. They're throwing in their smokes.
Got 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, they're very much cutting it fine here. They're relying on these smokes to, kind of divide the site in 2 and get that bomb down. Once again, they missed that CT smoke. That's the second time they've done that now. Now they're making their way towards A. There's still 2 players here to hold things back. The rotate's coming on in. They have very little time. Guys, you mistimed this horribly. And Calyx landing his shots. Here the Mako, they lock down the A site. And that's going to be Pride losing this one as Calyx, he finds himself 4 fancy frags from Pit.
Yeah, they mind gamed themselves. That's all it is. They mind gamed themselves. They played so slow that they ran out of time and just had to run through a choke point all as a 5-man roster, and it did not work at all. Calyx lines them up. Calyx knocks them down. We needed him to wake up, and he has. 14-11. The money now on the brink for both teams. A little bit more in the side of the Turkish, but other than that, this is still all to play for. And look at the balls on Woxic. Going through the smoke, he lines them up. Double for Woxic. What a start to the round. Maniz will be able to trade 1 at least. Looking for the second. Will actually be spotted. Mini does not want to go over aggressive here. They've still got a man advantage. Take it and run.
Yeah, Woxic taking advantage of that 2-for-1 deal down Banana. Already going to be starting things off very well here for XDP. This is their resurgence that you can already tell they're kind of shattering the morale of Pride, and that collateral is going to do a lot of work in that regard. Now, Exus, he hasn't been having a great game anyway. He's going to be one of the players kind of last alive over here with Reeds. And they have to be able to trust each other to get these trade frags. The issue is Exus just hasn't really been demonstrating that ability just yet. Now they're trying to make something happen over towards A. Bomb's still down at the bottom of Banana. Maniz has to hold that angle for the time being. And they're just looking very disjointed right now. I mean, look at these two making their way down mid. It's like they can't leave each other's side. They're like conjoined twins as they finally fall on back. Now they pick up the bomb. They go everywhere together, these two. Reets and Exus. Oh, they go back. In the summer of 1905. That is a long time ago. that makes them very old. But here we go. They're trying to hold down the B site now. The rotate already coming on back around. Mini's alone over towards Dark. He peeks on out. Flash comes in. Reeds can't see a thing, but he pushes onto the site regardless. Molotov going to be able to force Mini out of position. And that opens it up to Maniz to find that frag. He's trying to keep Pride in this and get them through to match point. Are they going to account, though, for the fact that Mako is there over towards Coffin? Already the rotate coming on in. Maniz looking for a third, but he can't quite connect the shots. It's a 3-on-3 for the retake, Tom.
And very slow rotation currently coming in from Calyx. He's not really anywhere near the action. Still just making his way at Banana. Clearly trying to get rid of all of the angles that are possibly going to be held, but all of them are on the site. Sasuke will get the first, but it's Maniz to try and trade it back. But the CTs, they've managed to get themselves around. A little bit closer than they probably would have liked after the start, but a round is a round. Now, can the T's actually buy back into this one? That's where the questions lie. I think they probably will. They're very, very close to being able to get a buy. At least they'll get some pistols on the board.
I feel really bad for Pride, in all honesty, right now. In particular, Exus. And I mean, like, not to sound rude, it's just I know that if he was playing as good as he usually does, then they would have run away with this a long time ago. Essentially, it's a 4-on-5 right now, though, from the side of Pride. Like, they're having to play with a man down. You can't really rely on him to do too much. He's only got, what, 5 frags in the whole game? 4 assists, either. It's not like he's doing damage.
Well, I think he was 0-6, then he was 4-7. So yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long time.
Round of 29. So that's like a shot from like a Glock. Well, 2, but yeah. Here we go. They're pushing towards B. Mini And Woxic to hold the site, hold the line, not allow these guys, the ecoing players, to make their way in. Mini able to get one, and oh, through the smoke, Exus deals with Woxic just as you say that he's been struggling. He goes and does that. Now it's a 3-on-4 for the retake. They've got armor, they've got guns up on the side of Pride as well, and this has turned into a very dangerous round. The Turkish trying to make their way back in here, but they're going to be encountering some heavy resistance from Pride.
They need to find some kills quickly. These angles are just going to be very well held by the T's. And unless someone makes a move soon, this round is just going to tick away. You have to remember Pride already on 14. This will be one hell of a round to win. Reitz is going to get the first. Actually, a dink comes in, and now Sasuke's going to go down as well. It's all down to Calyx. 1 versus 3 does manage the first, but it's just not looking possible. The bomb ticking away. And Exus, well, there we go. He wakes up. 5 kills in what? The first 27 rounds, or 26 rounds. He gets 3 in the 27th.
And yeah, sometimes you need to tell a player they're not doing that great, and suddenly they do well. That's
you taking credit.
Me. I'm the coach for Pride, little known fact.
Oh.
I communicate
How
with
many
them,
times? How many times do we can see a knife in the back?
Oh wow, Reed's just got knifed. What are they doing? It maybe because I don't know.
Oh no!
Oh! There's the lineup. That's why you shouldn't knife your teammates, kids, because that's gonna mean that Reed gets taken down. Here we go. It's an early advantage. Oh my God, Woxic's going huge. He finds himself a third through the wall. What is going on, Woxic? You are insane, my friend. Now it's just Manice and Morels. They find themselves 2-on-5. Woxic. He's going to continue this streak.
Oh, no.
To find 2, and then Woxic gets himself the 4th. He keeps XDP in this to fight another day. They want to take it through to overtime. They don't want to see Cash come up.
No, he just completely shut them down. That's sort of the moment where you go, guys, I don't want to go B anymore. Woxic might kill me with an op. That's his second double that he's got. And then the headshot through the wall. Why not? Why not?
You know, I just realized this is new Inferno. There's been no pro games on it just yet. Does that mean that technically Woxic just stole the King of Banana title from Freiburg? I think he has, you know. Just for the time being. It's going to get taken off him again in the future, I can guarantee it. But right now, Woxic, honorary King of Banana. Maybe the Fresh Prince of Banana.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, the Fresh Prince of Banana. There we go. Woxic, your new title, my friend.
Just because of the style he's doing it as well. There you go. Fresh Prince of Banana. But we're actually going to see the hit coming in over towards it. His pistols, once again, they're saving everything for the last round. We are likely to be going to 30 unless mistakes are made. Molotov's a little bit late. Calyx, you got a lot to do, but luckily he's got Sasuke there with him spraying down 4. Only 1 man left. And he'll be finished off by Mako. Quick round to lead us in to the finale.
This is so incredibly tense. What went from being a game that everyone was kind of having a bit of a joke at has now quickly become a game that everyone's having a bit of a joke at, but which is extremely entertaining and close. And by the way, that's not even a dig at the scenes on either of these games. Like, the players are the ones making it funny to watch. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. They're doing a fantastic job of keeping the entertainment going, at least. And well, here we go. Manice over towards Mel. They're going to get taken down, and he's
why even bother?
The star player for Pride, Tom. He's been kind of the one knocking it home for them. Losing him so early on, you can't help but feel like this could easily go to overtime now.
Woxic is too quick. Got himself that kill again. He's pretty confident, I have to say. Boosted up at the moment. We'll just sit there waiting. 3 players moving their way over towards the A site. They still have Morels holding. They do not want anybody pushing down into Banana. Going to throw off the deep smoke. This will allow the rotation to come in from the CT side over at least a little bit towards A. Haven't gone all the way as of yet, but looking like they are just ready to leave Woxic there to defend it solo. And to be honest, I do not blame them. We used to see sort of Skadoodle style where they just set him up like a turret. And it's exactly what they're going to do on the DarkPassage side of things.
Here we go, Pride. They're coming out mid. Looking like A is going to be the deciding question. There's still 40 seconds left if they do decide to change their mind, but it does look like this is going to be where they head. Morel's going on that flank up Banana, but the man, the legend himself, Woxic, still posted up here over towards B. just completely going to be locking that down. And here we go, push in towards A underway, and Mako going to be kickstarting this. They're going to drop out X. As you can see, the aggression of towards short. They're not going to see it coming. It allows Sasuke to get 2, and that's all the work he needed to do. Morels gets annihilated by Calix in from Pit. That's going to be 15-15. Overtime is going to be going down. Both teams instantly on that ready up. They are both hungry for the win, and ex-DP, they did a phenomenal job, Tom. I'm so excited to get into this now.
Yeah, we got ourselves some MR3 10K overtime. DarkPassage, they're going to continue to play with our hearts for a little bit longer. Absolutely nutty performance. No AWPs coming in for the T side. Just want to point that out now. Maniz has been very, very good with the AWP, although he did get picked the last couple of rounds. We'll see whether or not the rifles is the change that is needed. Early nade will be thrown out.
I'm really curious to see if they try going through Banana, while Woxic, the Fresh Prince, the man, Nade, the legend, who is positioned right now, actually in CT. So he's kind of letting us down a little bit, but still Woxic watching Banana, watching like a guardian.
You missed out the myth. You missed out the myth.
Yeah, well, he's just a legend. There was no... He's holding down Banana right now from Coffin. We haven't really seen him do too much from this position, but he's looking to try and expand his legacy. Everyone here trying to take a piece out of B. Hasn't served him too well in the past, and here he is, the Fresh Prince himself. We're looking to try and hold down this B site, along with Mini.
Yeah, rotation will be pulled in. Mako is going to make his way over. Smoke's now beginning to fall as well. Molotovs will be there to slow down the push. Really, we want to see whether or not Woxic can find anything over this boost spot. Mako actually going to go peeking. He's going to lose his life. The T's are now going to go pushing. Still 2 players over towards B. The rotation is making his way down. Mini, he's going to find that first, but actually he gets a second. I thought there was going to be a trade quickly coming in. Reitz, Morels, they get one of their own, but it's still going to be this 2 versus 2. Calix looking to try and find a quick pick back. Bomb yet to go down. 20 seconds. Calix doesn't actually find him, but gets his teammate. And now it's all on Morels. He gets both.
Morels! Calix, how did you miss those shots? He was planting and flashed. And Woxic, please never hold Coffin. Only Banana. In one area, he is the king. And in another, he is nothing but an ordinary man. And sadly, when you're an ordinary man going up against the fragging power of Maniz, Morels, and the gang, it just does not add up. So we are going to be seeing Pride. They pick up that first round here on the T side. Woxic brought the AWP up once again, trying to lay down the hurt over towards Banana. They had some success here, so they are going to be going a little bit more aggressive up there early on. Going down mid, it's Mako. He gets caught off guard. He didn't hear the stampede. Up second mid, Luz is going huge. He's on 2, finally to get taken down by Calix. That's going to be bomb dropped. He's trying to get the hell out of there. It's still going to be the man advantage going the way of Pride, though. And this is a terrible start, quite frankly, for ex-DP.
Look at the push, though. Mini taking Banana control. They're going to know that it's coming in towards Calix. He's trying to play the edge of this smoke. If this fades, he is almost certainly dead. But if they go through it... Oh, they're right next to him! Maniz is going to get the drop! And now that leaves the A site all but open. You have to remember, MR3 10K is very, very cruel. If you lose 2 rounds in a row, the third is almost set to come. And with only 1 player left, make that none. Ex-DarkPassage are going to have to try and fight this back with mere pistols.
What happened to them? I mean, they look to be so strong, right? Like XDP, they win 6 rounds consecutively to take it to overtime, and then it's just kind of like they've used up all of their frag juice. I don't know what that is.
Sounds horrible.
Honestly, it's horrific, but they drink it by the gallon, and you know, already we ought to be seeing Pride off to a very good start. 2 frags, Mini with the Mag 7. Oh, he's going for the jumping peak. This could actually pay off for him here. Mag 7's one that's quite accurate. The rest of his team, meanwhile, slowly pushing up towards A. You can see Sasuke's gone aggressively into apps. Might be able to catch these guys off guard. Calix baiting him as well over towards short. They could definitely go for the old bait and switch here. Maniz has been insane with the frag, and he spots out Mini, and oh no, there we go. He falls. Woxic has to take the site more passively. Sasuke and Calix both fall over A, and this round is an unmitigated disaster for XDP. It's going to be another 4 Pride, 18-15, unless Woxic and Mako can
Mako has nothing. Mako literally had nothing in that round. He had a P2000, no armor. He'd relied on Woxic giving him that FAMAS. And, well, looking like all 3 rounds are going to go the way of Pride. What a way to start off this overtime. They've only got 1 more to get.
Yeah, they only need to get 1 more round. Perhaps XDP can have better luck over on the T side. They've got to pick up this one, though. And even then, the best they can hope for is a 2nd overtime. Which means if you guys didn't think this could get any closer than 1, there's still possibility for more. As now XDP switching things up to the T side. They did get more rounds on their T. Well, actually, no, they got the same on each. But they were more successful on their T side, at least. Let's see if that will be enough. Try and pull him on through. Woxic making his way over towards Banana. Does have the AWP in hand. He's going to get tagged down low, though, off nades very early on. And, you know, the Fresh Prince going to be now an alien to these lands as he makes his way in.
I'm liking the passive style that's coming out from the CT side. We got Maniz on that AWP again. Did very, very well from these backside positions. It almost the reverse of what we saw from Woxic. He did very well whenever he got close. Got aggressive on Banana. Maniz was just, whenever he was passive, very, very good at finding these kills. Pretty default round coming out from XDP, though. They've just gone spread across the map, hoping for some sort of aggression from Pride. But that's not really their style. It's not the way they like to play the map. They completely abandon any close positions on A and on B. They're just going to sit back to the site, make you waste a lot of your utility clearing all these angles, and then just have theirs left at the end just to go, okay, we're just going to keep throwing this at you until you actually eventually fall.